So you are using FitQuiz and notice that some of the products are missing the widget on the website. Often this is going to be due to some of the products not being configured with FitQuiz. Not to worry, this is very easy to fix. I'm going to show you an example how it works on our demo store. So you head to your Shopify and your demo store, and there in the apps you find FitQuiz. And it opens, typically it will open on the dashboard page, and you will see it in a moment here. Sometimes it takes a second because we need to aggregate all of the data. So you can see here, it opens up. It's a demo website, so therefore this is all empty, but you will see all the different numbers here. You then can head to the catalog, and essentially catalog and calibration, those are going to be two pages that are the most important. And this is because FitQuiz only works on products that are configured, that is the calibration page, and have a category added to them, and that's the catalog page. The reason for that is because we don't want to show FitQuiz on products that maybe you want to exclude or are from categories that shouldn't be supported. So here we rely on you adding the right categories and working with your catalog. And we also want to make sure that we don't give any incorrect size recommendations. So that's why the calibration page is also important. So the first thing that you're going to do is to head to the catalog page. Here you can see all of the existing categories. So for example, dresses, if you click on it, you will get moved to this part of the screen where you see configured and the category selected as dresses, for example, t-shirts and so on. So all of your active, currently categorized products are going to be visible here. Now, if you go to the not configured, this is a tab that will show you all of the products that do not have a category added to them. And of course, it's going to be a mix. Some of those products, perhaps products that do not have sizing options at all, like for instance, backpacks and other accessories. But it also might include products that perhaps new products that have been added recently on your website and currently do not have a category added to them. For such cases, there is an easy way for you to fix that. So you are going to add new or existing categories to those products. There are a couple of ways to do that fast, because obviously if you suddenly added a lot of products, it might feel a little bit overwhelming. Like right now, there are 120 products that do not have category added to them. So what I love to do is to use the search bar. And when you use the search bar, it will search by the title of the product. So for example, I can search for, let's say, a blouse, and it will show me all the products that have blouse in their title. I can then just bulk select. So you can see that in this case, it will select 75 products, and I can either move to the existing category, or if I'm not seeing the relevant category there, I can assign to a new category. These are categories that we already have in place. If at any point you have a very special, unique category that you're not seeing here, you can always reach out to us at support@easysize.me, and we will help you to create that new category. In this case, it's going to be a shirt. So I'm just going to click shirts, and you can see that all the products have been moved to shirts over here. So now another way to do that, it's going to be by using a type. And type is essentially information that we get directly from your product catalog on Shopify. So it will include all of the different types that you've added in your catalog. So for example, let's say I want to go to long dresses, and it will show me all the products that have this long dress tag to it. My personal advice here it will be to double check to make sure that this tab is indeed correct, because sometimes we've seen that shops might not have the right type added, and therefore you will end up categorizing incorrectly. So I'll just quickly double check, and yes, indeed, all of those products are dresses. So again, I will click here and I will move them to the existing category dresses. So you essentially will make your way through all of the non-configured products. You can always check the products that are assigned to a specific category here. and or here, so it's all very clear to you. Again, it's very important that you have all the products with the right category, at least the products where you want to show fit quiz, because fit quiz will not show up on a product that do not have a category on it. So then the next step, I will head to calibration. And calibration is essentially a step that allows our algorithm to learn a little bit more about the sizing and fitting and the styling of your products. When we make a recommendation, we always refer to our existing database with more than 18 million shoppers in it. We use data from your orders and returns and other information we have about your brand. But it's also important for us to get a better understanding of the specific design and the sizing and the fitting of the product. And this is where we rely on you to provide that information. So firstly, here on the calibration screen, you can see all of the categories that we saw on the previous screen and sizing models that are assigned to them. So the first thing that you will look into is you can quickly go through the categories and see which sizing models are currently added to this category and whether that makes sense or not. So for example, let's say if I have this sizing model, Alex collection, I can click here and it will show me exactly which products are assigned to this sizing model. You can also check categories that currently do not have a sizing model assigned to them. So for example, knitwear and shirts. So it means that you added a category to those products, but you have not created sizing models yet. And that is the first thing that I will personally look into, because that means that these are the products that definitely are missing the recommendation right now. So the way I will do it is, let's say I see that we have knitwear without a sizing model. I will go to category. Well, first of all, select not configured. Again, it will show me all of the products that do not have a sizing model right now. And I will go to knitwear, for instance. So here it will show me all of the products that are with that category. And I can then, for example, again, select them in bulk or select specific products, like maybe these Marcia cardigans. And then there are two options. I can either assign them to an existing model. So right now, these are the current existing models, or I can create a new sizing model. So let's say I want to create a new sizing model. The naming of this model can be pretty much anything that you wish. My suggestion is to always go for a naming that will allow you to very quickly navigate and figure out which sizing model you should be using for a given product. So in this case, I will call it perhaps knitwear and, let's say one size bigger. And I click add and save. So now if I go to knitwear, you can see that this sizing model has been added here, but it's not configured yet. So I will have to click configure. And in this panel, I will need to go through the process of essentially explaining to our algorithm how exactly these products are designed. There is a simple option where you can just select half size up, one size up, half size down, and so on. What helps you to figure out which option is relevant to you is to look at the configuration demo. So here we have three personas that that have their usual sort of reference points, like sizes they wear, as well as their height, their belly shape, and so on. And then the recommendation that will be recommended to them based on the selection that you just provided. So for example, in this case, you can see that if I'm changing the recommendation here in this select size option, the configuration demo options also will change. I can also go to the advanced settings, and here I can further define how this recommendation should be provided. So add more sensitivity to it. So for example, if it's 1 to 1.5 size larger, or if it should be more sensitive in terms of the recommendation that will be given. And after I'm done, I click Save Settings, and you can see here now the knitwear one size bigger sizing model is configured. So just like that, you essentially have to go through all of the not configured products, use product titles, use types as well as categories to navigate it easier, and always check that your all of your products with categories here, they have a sizing model, and all of the sizing models are configured. So this way you make sure that by default, fit quiz will be showing up on all of those products, because again, if a product is missing a product category, or if it's missing a sizing model, it means that it will not show the recommendation. So that's a quick video for that. So next time, if you're on your website and you see that a product should have fit quiz but do not have, please do check this screen first. If you have at any point any problems, any issues, or any questions, please do reach out to us at support@easysize.me. And finally, we also have these explained a little bit in more detail on our website at easysize.me/FAQ and integration on Shopify. So it has some additional questions and additional videos. Hope this video helps you, and let us know if we can assist in any way.